Sing that shit.
Yo guys, what's going on? It's your boy Modern J and I am back with another video. Now, after a very disappointing end to the Bucks season against the Miami Heat going down 4-1, a lot of talk started popping up again about Giannis leaving the Bucks for the Heat, the Raptors, and even the possibility of the Golden State Warriors. And it was also reported a couple weeks ago that Giannis sat down with the Bucks owners about possible roster improvements. They screwed up big time when they let Malcolm Brogdon go, and they could have really used a guy like him, and they need to do something to keep Giannis, especially after that mistake. And you know, they just really haven't done that great of a job providing Giannis with the proper talent that he needs. So basically, something needs to happen this season, no doubt about it, especially if they want to secure Giannis. This team as it is isn't going to bring home a title. They might have an amazing all-time great regular season, but they'll just end up getting bounced in the playoffs. We won't be fooled again. Now, with that being said, Giannis did struggle in that series against the Heat, but Giannis needs to play with someone that makes his game better and get easier buckets than simply going 100% at the rim all the time. He needs someone that can complement his game. So there's two things that the Bucks needs to make this offseason: a trade and get someone that complements Giannis's game, and this is where Chris Paul comes in. They could also use an upgrade at their point guard position anyways, because Eric Bledsoe simply hasn't panned out the way everyone thought that he would when he got traded there. The guy simply is a non-factor in the postseason, but in today's video, I'm going to be bringing you guys 3 reasons why the Bucks should try to trade for Chris Paul or pursue him. But before I go any further, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. It helps me and this channel out a lot to reach more people, and it only takes like a millisecond. Share and subscribe for more dope NBA content. We're on that grind for 30,000 subscribers, and if you want to support me and this channel even further, give your boy a follow on the gram or on Twitter, and don't forget to hit that bell to be notified when I post a brand new fire video. But all that out of the way, let's get right into it. So number 1 is that he is still elite. Now, heading into this NBA season, the biggest question about Chris Paul was if he could still produce at an elite level and have a major impact on that team. Although at 35, he is kind of old in NBA terms, this season he proved all his critics wrong, proving that he is still one of the best playmakers that we have in the game today. He averaged almost 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists per game with respectable shooting numbers, and was an all-star this year. So he's clearly still able to produce at an elite level, no doubt about that. And he also stepped up in the playoffs as well, averaging 21 points, 5 assists, and 7 rebounds in the first round against the Houston Rockets. But if we compare that to Eric Bledsoe, he only averaged 14 points during the season and didn't even shoot that great from the 3, as he only shot 34.4% from behind the arc. He also isn't a playmaker, especially to the level of CP3. He was even worse in the postseason, putting up only 11 points per game and shot 25% from the 3-point line. Defensively, Chris Paul may be old, but you're not really losing much. The dude can still ball on that end of the floor. If the Bucks still want to contend, they need an upgrade at that point guard position. There is no doubt that Chris Paul is still elite, and he just might be the final piece that this Bucks roster needs. Number 2, he is a great fit. Now, another plus about Chris Paul and the Bucks is that you're not simply just adding another random talent together. Chris Paul would be a great fit on the Bucks. With Chris Paul's amazing playmaking abilities, it would improve the Bucks' offensive efficiency and just overall. The Bucks struggled with their half-court offense during the postseason against the Heat, and Chris Paul is still one of the best half-court players we have in the league today. This would help the Bucks insanely, and because of Chris Paul's abilities in the half-court setting, it would open up more chances chances for Giannis, which would be huge. Chris Paul already has experience with playing with a super athletic big and being able to throw epic lobs and things along those lines, you know, with Blake Griffin. Those opportunities would definitely be there if he played with Giannis, and Giannis has never played with a truly elite point guard in his career. So believe it or not, pairing Giannis up with Chris Paul would open up his game even more than before, which is pretty crazy to think about. Also, along with his amazing playmaking abilities, Chris Paul also is a great scorer as well and can hit his threes. He is able to give you an efficient 30 points on any given night. I mean, no matter what, he'll have a huge impact on the outcome of the game, and the same thing simply can't be said about Eric Bledsoe on the other hand. He's not any good in the postseason, and he doesn't really elevate his team or Giannis. So overall, with everything that Chris Paul has left in his tank, his game would perfectly fit with Giannis in the Bucks, and it could honestly be an all-time great pairing. That's the potential that it has. Lastly, number 3 is competitiveness. Now, it's no secret that Chris Paul is one of the most competitive players we have in the league today. He expects the best out of everyone every single night, which is huge for the culture of a team. For example, look at the Miami Heat. Of course, they are extremely talented with Bam Adebayo, you know, hero Duncan Robinson, but if it wasn't for Jimmy Butler and the culture that he brought over, expecting the absolute best out of everyone every night, they might have not made it as far as they did to the finals. Before this season, people thought Jimmy Butler was a terrible locker room player, but that's simply not true. And I think the same thing can happen with Chris Paul. In the playoffs, when things get tough, you need a player like CP3. He doesn't only change the culture of a team, but he also makes everyone better around him. Another example to look at is what CP3 was able to accomplish this year with the Thunder. Of course, they are a talented team with a lot of great players, but if it wasn't for Chris Paul and his competitive nature and the culture that he brought over to the team, they probably wouldn't have made it as far as they did. So I believe there is something to that. Giannis also has an extremely competitive nature as well, so when you have two great players like that on your team, you simply cannot go wrong. You'll get the best out of everyone every single night. So overall, I do think the Bucks should try to go after a player like Chris Paul, and not just because he's an all-star. I believe he would be a great fit with Giannis in the Bucks, and yes, I believe he'll make a much better fit with Giannis than he was with James Harden. And if the Bucks want to keep Giannis, they need to stop making mistakes and get Giannis the proper talent that he needs, because they have done some questionable moves in the past. So if I'm the Bucks, I am finding a way to get Chris Paul on that roster. But with that being said, that is all I got for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think Chris Paul would be a great fit with Giannis in the Bucks, and do you think they should pursue him this offseason? But if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, share, and subscribe for more dope NBA content. We're on that grind for 30,000 subscribers, and I can't do it without you guys. And don't forget to hit that bell to be notified when I post a brand new fire video, and give your boy a follow on the gram or on Twitter. But all that out of the way, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you all later. Peace.
Vulnerable beat.